From the national newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. One of the big names rumored to be interested in the race to replace outgoing Prime Minister Justin Trudeau paid a visit to the U.S. on Monday to discuss a few things with a late-night talk show host.
I welcome you to our land, America.
Former Bank of Canada Governor Mark Carney appeared on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, where he was asked about the ongoing Liberal leadership race.
Let's say the candidate did have a lot of economic experience. Let's say the candidate did deal with crises. Let's say the candidate had a plan to deal with the challenges in the here and now.
The Liberals will elect a new leader on March 9th. Stewart also questioned Carney about President-elect Donald Trump's threat of tariffs, to which Carney said Canada must prepare for a trade dispute like it did the last time Trump was in office. David Bowles, The Canadian Press.
Meantime, there's word former Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland will announce a run for the leadership in the coming days. A source close to Industry Minister Freeland Champagne says he also plans to reveal later today whether he'll run during a talk at the Canadian Club in Toronto. Special Counsel Jack Smith says in a new report that his team stood up for the rule of law as it investigated U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Smith says he stands fully behind his decision to bring criminal charges against Trump, and he believes Trump would have been convicted had he not won the 2024 election. The report, coming just days before Trump is to return to the White House on Monday, focuses fresh attention on his frantic but failed effort to cling to power in 2020. The Justice Department sent the report to Congress early this morning after a judge refused to block its release. Heritage Minister Pascal Saint-Onge says Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre's promise to defund the CBC is even more consequential given recent changes in fact-checking at Meta and Elon Musk recently wading into Canadian politics. Saint-Onge says Poilievre is talking about killing an important source of information for Canadians as the information system is controlled by foreign billionaires.
Now we have Elon Musk who's working in the Trump administration and that owns at the same time X. That's not an independent source of information.
An emotional Jimmy Kimmel returned to his late-night talk show for the first time since deadly wildfires swept over Los Angeles. And there are fears that severe Santa Ana winds will stir up more trouble. Kimmel said last night it's been very scary and stressful in Los Angeles.
I think I speak for all of us when I say it has been a sickening, shocking, awful experience, but has also been, in a lot of ways, a beautiful experience because once again, we see our fellow men and women coming together to support each other.
Canada has sent down more than 80 frontline firefighters and technical specialists from BC and Alberta to help the week-old fight against those blazes and others. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Matthew Stafford threw 2 touchdown passes and the Los Angeles Rams overwhelmed the Minnesota Vikings, sacking Sam Darnold 9 times to win their NFC wildcard game 27-9. The game was moved to suburban Phoenix because of devastating wildfires in LA. Stafford offered some reflection.
We knew what we were playing for today, you know. It was go get this win, but man, it was for the people of Los Angeles struggling right now. It's been unbelievable to watch the whole community, the state, the country kind of get behind them.
3 games in the NHL last night. Connor McDavid celebrated his 28th birthday by scoring the winning goal in the Edmonton Oilers' 1-0 shutout of the visiting Los Angeles Kings. Jacob Pelletier had 2 goals and a helper as the Calgary Flames beat Chicago 5-2, and Philly edged Florida 4-3. The Toronto Raptors rallied to beat the visiting Golden State Warriors 104-101 as the Raptors won for just the second time in 18 games. From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo.